All right, so we started a new note packet today, so make sure you know where to get that. And today we're going to be starting a new unit based on parabolas. And parabolas are anything that looks like a U. So we're going to have a graph, and a parabola is either going to look like this or it's going to look like this. If you've ever seen the St. Louis Arch, that's a parabola. And so we're going to be looking for key features of these parabolas. And today we're only going to focus on the vertex and the vertex formula and determine whether our parabola opens up or down. So this is going to be a very important formula that we are going to be using all day today, where your vertex is, we're going to pull H out of our formula. We're going to pull H out of our formula and pull K out of it, and that'll tell us our vertex. Then we're going to determine if our parabolas open up or down or not. So our parabola opens up when A is the number in front of our entire equation. When that is positive, our parabola opens up, and when the number in front of our entire equation is negative, it's going to open down. And a couple other things you want to write down. Make sure you know this. It's very important. Write it down and then I will explain it. But H is opposite from the sign in parentheses. So I drew this parentheses symbol. So when we pull H out, it's going to be the opposite from the sign in parentheses, which I will explain that. Just write it. And K, for K, we're going to write ourselves a note. K is the same. And so we are going to be looking at different formulas that are in the vertex form, just have numbers substituted in. So A, H, and K are going to get substituted with actual numbers, and we're going to be able to identify the vertex. So let's do a couple of examples. Follow along with me. It'll all come together with the examples. So this first problem says identify the vertex. And the vertex is going to be H comma K. When we write the vertex is a point, it's either the very bottom or the very top of our equation. The vertex is a point, H comma K, where H is the number with the X in the parentheses, and K is the very last number in the equation. So again, H is the number in the parentheses with X. So here's X, the number inside of it is -2. And then we wrote ourselves a note that H is the opposite from the sign in the parentheses. So what I mean is H here is -2. H in the parentheses, it's -2. H is the opposite though. So when I pull H out of those parentheses, it's going to be the opposite. The opposite of -2 is +2. Okay? And then K is the number all the way at the end of our equation up here. K is all the way at the end and it stays the same. So K, the sign in front of the 6 is my K, and the sign in front of it is a negative. So K is equal to -6 because it stays the same. So my vertex is going to be 2, -6. That's my answer. And then I can also determine whether this opens up or down. I can determine whether my parabola opens up or down, meaning a parabola that opens up goes like this. Looks like that. The ends are pointing up. A parabola that opens down looks like this, where the ends are pointing down. And I can determine that by looking at the very front of my equation. A is at the front of my equation. When A is positive, it opens up. When there is no number in front of my equation, there should be a 1 there. You guys are really good at remembering that. When there's no number, there's a 1, and this is a positive 1. So A is a positive number. It's a positive 1. So my parabola is going to open up. My question doesn't ask for that, but it will ask in question 3 and 4. So keep that in mind. And watch the next video for how to do 3 and 4. For number 2, your answer, you can try it on your own. Your answer is going to be -7, 9 for your vertex. Try that on your own and